Hello. It's Jennifer Ferguson again with our Artistic Painting Studio. And oh my gosh, we just had so much stinking fun here last night when I came on here and did a little playing around with the rollers that I thought I would have you guys come back in here with me again and just see what I'm doing tonight. So there are just those times where I have to work out an idea or get ready for something that I'm working on, and you know, it's more fun to actually share this with all of you guys in this group instead of just coming back here and doing it myself. So I thought I would just go ahead and invite you into my workroom once again. And oh, that's awesome. A few people are chiming in here. I got Roberta, and I think Colleen is on here with me. So big shout out for Colleen. Colleen is one of my retailers up in Canada. So Colleen, make sure you list your contact information for all those people up in Canada that can give you a call. There's a couple of different retailers I have up there. So definitely everybody that's online, shout out, okay? So hopefully you guys were able to join me last night, or if not, you watched the video later, but had a ton of fun playing with the rollers and some texture again, and just showing you guys different ways of looking at things, how to look at something with maybe fresh eyes or a different point of view or perspective. It was really cool because even one of my good friends told me that I helped, just from her watching me last night, helped her figure out a design issue that she was having for something she was working on. So that was really, really cool. So it's always nice to know that I'm being helpful, you guys. So as I post it, I'm going to play with some foils and my foil adhesive and stencils. Well, hi, Jerry. Oh, I hope you do. We have a lot of fun in that group, and I was even on there earlier today, just saying hi to all the members and talking about all the good stuff that we got coming up. So yeah, if you get a chance and you want to explore a little bit more with me in depth, my painting group membership is really the place to go. But I still love to share. That's just, you know, what I'm all about, okay? So we're going to talk about foils. We're going to talk about foil adhesive. We're going to work with them with some stencils, and I'm going to show you some different things to do, how to do them, and different ways to kind of tackle, you know, using your foils with your stencils. So let's get started, I guess. Probably best for me to get started because the adhesive is going to have to dry. So that way I can talk about other things while the adhesive is drying. Okay. I knew I was going to forget something. It's a good thing everything is close by here, okay? To start with, okay, and I'm just getting comfortable up on my bar stool here, you guys, so excuse me for moving around a little bit, but it's more comfortable to sit. Oh, and I have to talk about the shirt I'm wearing, you guys. So maybe a week ago, I don't know, time just flies so fast. I do Stitch Fix, okay, which is where you go online and you get a personal shopper and they pick out clothes for you and you send you this little box however often you want. Well, this was one of my prizes in my box, okay? So I opened it on live here about a week ago and showed everybody what they sent. Some were winners, some were losers, okay? But this was one of the winners. Absolutely love this turtleneck, so I'm glad I kept this. But if you guys are ever interested in trying out Stitch Fix, I think Ashley posted my affiliate link for you. But it's kind of fun getting like a little present in the mail, and then you decide if you like it or not, and if you don't, you send them all back, okay? I got 5 items. I'm sending 3 of them back, maybe 4, okay? I'm not sure on one of them. Still kind of trying to figure out if I like it or not. But they give you like a week or 2 to figure things out, which is nice because sometimes it takes me that long, okay? I probably should have put on an apron, okay? Now that I'm thinking of that, so let's try not to get messy here. Okay, so we're going to start with this is a full gallon here, okay? So this is the Artsyville Embellishments. This is my brand. The foil adhesive is what we're going to use. And if you can see in there, it is a white liquid, okay? So it's a milky white. It really looks like it has color to it, but when it dries perfectly clear. And this is like the best glue that you can possibly get for using your adhesive, okay? There is no better glue on this market. And anybody that's used it, that is on tonight with me right here on live, you can tell people how good it is, okay? Because I know you guys will sell it better than I will. But welcome everybody. So great to see some of you posting in here and saying hi. But okay, so I got to tell you this stupid little story, okay? So I live in Huntington Beach, and we get cool, okay, but we're not cold like the rest of the country. But I have a studio that's, I mean, we're a big warehouse back here. There's no heating, there's no air conditioning, because we have a nice temperature most of the year, so we don't have to worry about that. Well, I was freezing on Monday when I came in here for a little while, okay? Yeah, I worked on Monday, okay, just for a little bit. So on Tuesday, I dressed appropriately, I thought, okay? I was dying, I was so hot, okay? So yesterday, I wear something lighter weight, I wear tennis shoes, I froze all day again. So today I could just absolutely die, okay? I've got this turtleneck on, I got freaking Uggs on, okay, you guys? I look like I am dressed to be in Nashville with my daughter, and it is just stinking hot today. I mean, I think it got up to 70 degrees out there, so I look like an idiot running errands, okay? So I love my sweater, but believe me, it is warm, okay? This is the warmest my studio has been. Okay, I'm not bragging, okay? Wasn't expecting this. So I'm hoping to get the wardrobe correct tomorrow, okay? Okay, so enough about my wardrobe. Okay, so I'm just going to use a stencil brush to start with, okay? And this is my brand of stencil brushes. And yes, everything is backwards on the screen, you guys, because I hate the way it looks when I reverse it, okay? So it's, my brand is the Stenciled Garden with all my stencil stuff. And anytime you are stenciling, I'm going to recommend the stencil brush is going to work the best, okay? All I'm doing is just kind of dipping out of the bucket, okay, and getting some of the product onto a foam plate. Okay, Anne, I know, it's ridiculous, okay? I almost wish I was in 6-degree weather because I'd actually probably still be warm, okay, instead of almost 70-degree weather. And I was sweating when I had to go run errands. But your stencil brush is an investment, okay, in one of your tools, okay? And you really want to look at all your brushes as investments. There is no reason to spend a couple of dollars less on a cheaper brush that's not going to hold up and be a good brush and not lose a bunch of bristles and wear out on you quicker than if you just upped your game a little bit and spent a couple more dollars and got a great brush, okay? This is the one I'm using is our 1-inch, okay? It's on a nice long handle. They're very comfortable to work with. And I think they only retail for $8.50, okay? So it's not a huge deal, okay? Like I said, you're better off just upping your game and spending a little extra. So I'm going to pull the camera back down here so you guys can see what I'm playing with. And, okay, now when I have the camera down here, I don't get to see you guys, their comments as well. I have to really kind of work to see anything. So if I miss something, yell at me again. But hello, everybody who's chiming in. Oh, you know, okay, so last night we had a little giveaway, and we ended up having 2 winners because I missed what somebody had said, okay? So we got 2 winners from last night. They each get to pick out a roller that I'm going to ship to them this week. And so tonight I thought I'd have some more fun with that. Okay, I'm going to pull you guys back up. But I'm going to do it so I don't screw this up tonight, okay? So what's going to happen is we're going to do a foil giveaway if I can get 25 of you to share my video tonight. So 25 of you share this video on your page, and then we're going to do a foil giveaway. And if I can get that number of shares up there, you guys, then I'll tell you what you have to do. We're going to put your names in a bucket and we're going to draw one, okay? That way there's no issue of who the winner is, okay? So share, share, share if you guys want to win some foil tonight. Here's a question. Oh, you know, Annette, it's no big deal. My product is a water-based product, so soap and water, clean it out. I always suggest clean your stencil brush or whatever tool you're using with the adhesive quick, because that way it can't get in and sit on the brush long enough and get it pretty yucky. But there is a product called Master's Cleaner. It's a soap I've been using for probably close to 25 years at least. And that I'll see if I can run and get it for you guys and show it to you, or I'll put a link on it here later. But that is the best soap. No matter what I've gotten stuck on my brushes over the years, that stuff cleans it out, okay? Okay, so let's get back down here. Thank you guys for sharing. Okay, let's get that number up to 25 shares, and you guys are going to win some foil tonight, okay? I might even allow a couple of winners if we can get up to that many shares. Okay, so all I'm doing is kind of working into the foil adhesive. And once you work into this stuff, you guys, you can see how it's like disappeared on my plate. Like I said, it does dry clear, so it's a little bit harder to see this medium. But I don't want you to like grab into a big pile like this and have a ton on it and then go over to your stencil, because you're most likely going to have too much product on your brush and you're going to bleed underneath. So even though we're not using paint to stencil with, we still have to keep in that mindset that we are dry brushing, okay? So don't go crazy with this stuff just because you can't see it. And I've always felt when using the adhesive, and I'm just gonna do a partial stencil, you guys, here on one of my sample boards that I've been working on. I'm gonna do some fun, bright colors with this. But I always feel, this is noisy, okay, so you guys have to deal with my tapping here. I always feel that the pouncing method works the best, okay? So a little trick here, if you only pick up a little product, you don't have too much on your brush, and you can probably control it without having any bleed under, okay? Because you're not putting a ton on. So if you don't want to have to load and offload every time, just pick up a little bit of adhesive and pounce onto the surface. And if you are being frugal about how much you're picking up at one time, you're not going to have an issue with a run under, okay? Because if the adhesive runs under the stencil, then we're going to still have a run under, which then we're not going to have a perfect design. Sandra, what did you say here? I want to read that one. Sandra, thank you, thank you. That's 3 shares right there. That's awesome. Okay, for anybody that just tuned in, okay, and just started watching, the reason everybody's sharing the video tonight is because if I can get my shares up to 25 shares on this video tonight, so that way you other people will hopefully be able to find this tutorial, we're going to have a giveaway, and we're going to give away at least a couple of rolls of foil, okay? A little thank you guys for participating. I appreciate it. So I'm just pouncing, okay? I'm just pouncing to get some good coverage. The other thing that you always want to be aware of with your foil adhesive, if you don't have any adhesive, you have no stick, you have no transfer, okay? So you want to make sure that you are getting complete coverage. And the adhesive, let me see if I can lift this up a little bit. The adhesive is going to create a little bit of a sheen, so I can see it, okay? As soon as I got the whole thing done, I'll lift it up, and so that hopefully you guys can see that. So you want to make sure you have 100% coverage. I have a tendency when I'm doing something like this that I will go over the design more than once because I'm staying in more of a dry brush technique, and I want to make sure that I'm getting everything, okay? And sometimes it's really hard. I have to kind of be more precise and technical and make sure that I'm stenciling and I go like around the design. If I kind of start hitting and missing, it's really easy to miss something, okay? And what I was talking about is that if you miss, okay, if you don't have adhesive somewhere, you're not going to have any of your foil transfer. So you want to make sure that you're being a little bit anal, okay, about your application process and that you don't miss a spot. Now, I'm wanting 100% coverage here because I want 100% of the design to transfer. And if I don't want 100% of the design to transfer, then I can be more random in my application with my adhesive. So I'm going to show you guys that one second, okay? Okay, so a couple things more technical about this product. And thank you guys for the shares. You guys are awesome. I always appreciate you doing stuff like that. So, okay, I think I've got 100% coverage there. Once I have the stencil done, then I can remove that pattern, okay? I don't have to keep it in position anymore. Now, I am going to suggest that sometime the same day that you do this, you guys want to go wash this, okay? I want to wash this pretty quickly because the adhesive is like a glue, okay? And it can get really, really sticky on here. Now, one of my customers was telling me that she had done, I guess, layer after layer after layer, so I don't know how many repeats she did of that particular design, but she had a thick film of the adhesive, and I think she was actually able to pull it off, okay? That it was so thick. So you're not going to ruin your stencil. It might just be a little bit more challenging or different for the cleanup. So let me see if you guys can see. Okay, see, there you can. You can see the reflection of the pattern, so you know it's there. So we now want to allow this to set up, okay? The adhesive takes, normally, I want to say the longer you can wait, the better. No less than 15 to 30 minutes. And even though I'm hot because I got way too much clothing on, it's not really that warm in the warehouse, okay? So 30 minutes is probably minimum. During this cold, cold weather, you guys, I want to fair warn you, nothing, okay, nothing works well in cold weather. One of my best friends texted me a week or two ago and said, oh, the pink foil has got a horrible release. And then she texted me a couple of minutes later and said, okay, all the foils have a horrible release today. It's just too damn cold, okay? So foils don't like cold, and that's very important to know. If your foils are in, 30 or 40 degree temperature, they don't like releasing, okay? They just don't. So if your workroom is really cold, if your studio is really cold, you might want to make sure you get into a warmer environment, okay? Because you're not going to get a great release. Thank you, Chris. I love my this is Brighton, okay? I'm a Brighton lover, okay? I don't own too much of it, but almost all my jewelry is Brighton. I kind of get stuck in a rut. But thank you. So make sure that you are maybe doing a sample or a quick little sample and seeing if you're going to get a good release with the weather that you're dealing with. I was even talking to one of my customers the other day who's getting ready to do a full wall of, let me show you guys here, a full wall of the leopard, okay? So this is the leopard in the gold and bronze tone. So I told her it was too darn cold. Wait, okay? So make sure. Okay, let me read it here for a minute. That is awesome. I love it. We've got a granddaughter and grandma watching together in 2 different states. That is wonderful. Don't you love technology? Okay, so for those of you that have shared, okay, I'm going to assume that we're up to at least 25 shares of this video. And if you haven't shared it yet, if you please would, that would be awesome. I'm going to have at least 2 winners, okay? So if you want to win the foil, I want you to type in foil 25, okay? So that means you're going to get to pick one of the 25-foot rolls of foil and your choice of color, whatever we have in stock, and we've got, I don't know, 12 or 14, I think, different colors in the smaller rolls, and you guys are gonna get to pick your foil, okay? So if you want to enter the contest, if you would share it, okay? Share the video and then write foil 25 and your name's gonna get entered, okay? And then we'll pick a winner tomorrow and announce who it was. So thanks for playing along, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna move along here, okay? This is truly what I was planning on working on, okay? So this is a stencil I did a while back in metallics, and I was wanting to play around with this with an idea that I had to do some random foiling on it. So this is exactly what I was planning on coming back here to goof off with, and then decided to allow you guys to join in the fun. So let me find my tape again. How fun, you guys. You guys are such a blast. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is tomorrow I'm planning on doing another live. Oh, can you believe it? 3 days in a row. Okay, you guys are going to either get sick of me or love me. I'm not really sure. But tomorrow is going to be more of a question and answer type of live. And I would love to know what questions you guys have. So if you want to ask questions tonight on this live, and they don't have to be related to what we're doing, they can be other topics, I will be ready for those tomorrow. So I'd love to know what you guys are, questions you have, other things that you want to learn about. I'm wanting to know some of your questions ahead of time so I can be prepared. So if I could have some visual aids or show you guys even something, then it could be more than just a question and answer, okay? Well, hello, Patricia. How's Nashville? My daughter tells me it's awfully cold every single morning, okay? Both of my kids are there right now. Love that city. Okay, so let's get back to work here, okay? And here, I repositioned my stencil back on my design, and I want to do some random foiling. So I'm going to come in, again, you guys, I'm just adding a little bit. Thank you. I think that was Lauren. Thank you so much. I love to teach, and I appreciate knowing that you guys are enjoying all this, okay? Claire, what's the best temperature? Something definitely warmer. I don't know how cold it was at Maury's house the other day, but she lives in Chicago. It's been below 0. She was down in her the basement, which is her studio space. So, I mean, it could not have been 50 degrees probably in there. So it was too cold, okay? Realize, okay, I'm going to bring you guys back up here again so I feel like I'm talking to you instead of you talking to my table. Realize nothing in the paint industry, our paints, our glazes, our stains, whatever you guys are using, nothing wants to dry below 55 degrees, okay? And if you're in an environment at 55 or 60 degrees, just realize nothing wants to dry below that, so nothing's gonna dry or work really well normally right above that. So the warmer you can get your environment, the better. You know, this is going to be a test. I mean, it has been cold here. We've been dipping down. Okay, cold for Huntington Beach. Okay, I can't compare, but cold enough here that I'm putting Uggs on. But my warehouse has probably been no more than probably 50 degrees lately, 55. That's cold. That means the foils are all really cold. So, you know, I'm going to see how well they're working. I know it's a little bit better. Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm seeing everybody's comments. Michelle, if you've got another device, maybe turn another device. Sometimes people are having a weird thing about not being able to see comments on certain devices lately. I think Anne had asked, do you want a clear coat? And it depends on what you're doing. If you need to clear coat. If I'm on a wall, I'm not going to clear coat it if I don't have to, okay? So I'm going to do some random. Okay, I load up my brush. Okay, remember, I'm just picking up a little at a time so I don't have to offload. And I'm going to pounce randomly, okay? So I don't want 100% coverage. I want this to be a hit and a miss. And wherever there is adhesive, I'm going to have some foil transfer, okay? So this is one of those things where you're kind of going to get what you get with this one, okay? Because it's really, it's hard to see when you're doing something like this, okay? But back to the question about top coating. If you're doing a piece of furniture, oh, heck yes, you want to top coat your foils, guys, okay? I cleaned that word up for you. They're not durable on their own. They can scratch pretty easily, okay? Oh, yes, Patricia. We do a lot of stuff with our rollers and our foils, and even one of the last trainings that I did in my painting group was exactly that. We did a roller, we did some foils, we did some really fun stuff. Okay, I'm doing a little extra offloading of my brush because I dipped back into that big bucket again, okay? So I'm just going to try to see what I've got going here. I'm going to try to lift and see. I'm looking for the reflection, okay, guys? I'm trying to see if I can see shiny spots of where the foil adhesive is. And it's hard for me to see it, so you might not be able to see it at all. But I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more here randomly. And just do a little bit more. Okay, so this is a random application, okay? I'm not looking for complete coverage. So I'm just doing a hit and a miss. Yes, Debbie, I do carry the DIY paint. Is it sitting behind me? DIY paint is by Debbie's Design Diary. That is one of the paints I use a lot. That and general finishes. The paint that I used on here was, I believe, All Modern Masters Metallics, which is another paint that I love to work with. Can you foil over foil? Yes, you sure can, okay? Great question. Okay, so again, we got to let this one dry. So I'm going to put that to the side somewhere, okay, behind me. Okay, so another thing I want to show you guys, oh, thank you. Chris, these are all my stencils, so I'll make sure there's a link to the stencils if Ashley hasn't put one on there. My daughter normally is on my lives with me because she's my virtual assistant, and she does all that stuff for me, but she had dinner plans tonight, okay? And she lives in Nashville, so it's a couple hours ahead, and they were all going out to dinner, so I don't have her on here to do all that. I don't know if she posted all the links already or not. If not, we'll make sure they're posted later for you guys. Oh, the glass beads, yes. I think we're going to be posting a picture of the completed glass beads, Debbie, that I did last week. Oh my gosh, that is such a gorgeous sample, okay? Okay, so another new stencil, okay? Oops, let's hold this up with that behind it, okay? You guys, this is a crocodile stencil, okay? It is so similar to my roller, it's almost scary how similar it is to the roller. But you know what? There are times where the roller might just not be conducive to your project. So I thought, what the heck? We absolutely have to have a crocodile stencil. So there is a lot of freaking openings on this, okay? I do not want to try to stencil all those openings with a stencil brush. So we're going to try some roller stenciling, okay? Or getting some roller application. Okay, so I'm going to position my stencil here. So this is a brand new design that just came in. And, well, it didn't just come in, but it's been sitting around waiting for me to have time to play with it, okay? If I could find the duplicating machine and get everything done that I need to do, I was talking with my daughter about her to-do list today, and she told me my to-do list was way longer than her to-do list. And I'm sure it is, because I just continually have all these ideas and all these things I want to do and all these things I want to create, and oh my God, I just can't find time to do all of it, okay? So I wish there was another one of me that could come over here and start working, okay? Someday I'll duplicate myself. Okay, so again, you guys, when you are not using your brush, okay, if you're in between colors, you're in between doing different things, thank you guys for the hearts. I have a habit of getting a paper towel wet and, or not wet, I want to say damp, okay, and just covering my brushes and putting it into like a baggie, and that way it's going to stay fresh and not dry out on me and get all gunky before I'm ready to go back and use it. Oh, the color of the board. This is a Modern Masters color. And, oh, I'll post it in the comments later because I don't want to lead you wrong, okay? It's one of the bronze colors, but I don't, right now I can't think of the exact name, okay? So I'm really good about coming back here and writing through and answering questions I couldn't answer or I didn't see during the live. I'll write the correct color, okay? So I'm going to do this with a foam roller, you guys, and we're going to see how well we can keep still a really, really clean edge with stenciling like this, okay? And I know there's some companies out there that do promote a lot of stenciling with a roller. And it's just never been my favorite thing to do. And I know when you get to a larger surface, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to stencil all that with a brush. But, you know, it's sometimes hard to get such perfect, clean, crisp edges with a roller versus a stencil brush. And I'm all about, my stencil is giving me that, that perfect shape, okay? And I want to define that perfect shape. It's that stupid perfectionism in me, okay? That if I have a perfect stencil, I need a perfect, you know, I need a perfect application. So I've never been one who has embraced too much the rollers for this application, but there's no way I'm going to sit here and bore you guys to death while pouncing in every last one of those holes. Okay, so somebody had a question a few minutes ago, or a couple of messages ago, that was if I'm going to have any classes here. Yes, that long to-do list I have is to schedule a couple of classes here at my studio in Huntington Beach. So there'll be at least 2 workshops I'm going to host here. So I'll post that. Best way to always know, you guys, is to join my newsletter, okay? Join my email list. I don't spam you guys too bad, okay? I promise you. We're a little bit better about sending more emails, but I don't think we send more than 1 a week, okay? Twice if we really have got something exciting to share with you. Sign up for my email, okay? That's the best way to always make sure you're going to know what's coming up. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Let's see. How's it posted? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Yes, Modern Masters posted a sample of somebody's beautiful work that was metallics and glass beads. And I'll tell you, I'm going to do something like that. It's not exactly her technique, but I'm going to do something like that in my painting group this year. So that'll be definitely where I'll train that technique. Okay. With this, you guys, I want to make sure that you're not like dipping the, okay, I'm going to move my can over, okay? So don't dip into this huge bucket and barely roll and go for it, because I'll guarantee you're going to have seepage, okay? And that seepage is what I absolutely hate, okay? That's bad stenciling in my brain. So I'm rolling back and forth on here, okay? I'm working it into my roller and making sure that it's not oozing out, that I don't have too much. And when I roll over my stencil, I'm going to make sure that I am using, I don't want to say a lighter touch, okay? I'm not pushing with all my might. I got to get off the hump. Okay, I got a hump in the middle of my table here. I'm not pushing with all my might. I just want to make sure that I'm getting full coverage, okay? But I don't want to push hard because we don't want to lose all that beautiful definition that the stencil is giving me. Okay, so I'm picking up more. Okay, I didn't pick up too much. Okay, so I want to show you what I've got going here. And on the glass beads, it can affect the the reflection and the sparkle of the glass beads. What I was always do is test it. But I want to tell you that that gel medium that the glass beads comes in is extremely durable. So you can get away with sealing your piece of furniture first and then coming back and doing the glass beads over the top, okay? I mean, that stuff is so almost like rock solid hard when it dries, and I'll show you here in a minute what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm just kind of going over and making sure I got 100% coverage and smoothing out my application, okay? So now I have 3 stencils I have to wash tonight, okay? Boy, did I just make my evening a little bit more work for myself. Okay, so where's the lid? Okay, I want to get the lid back on my stuff here. Okay, so now critiquing this, okay, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay, that's one thing you can always rely on me to be, is honest with you. I'm critiquing this, and I feel like I might have had a couple of run-unders, and I maybe have some areas that just don't have really great coverage, okay? So that's what you're going to get. I'm going to put this down so you guys can see. So that's what you're going to possibly get when you use a roller for your application, okay, for your applicator. Oh, and I'm not sure exactly what you meant on that. Oh, seal, yes. There's a little typo, but seal your paint first, okay, for protection. So seal your project and then do the glass beads over the top of it. Claire, I'm using my own brand, okay? Let me bring it back over here. It's a huge gallon. I'll have to lift it up, okay. It's a huge gallon that I'm working out of, okay, so it's heavy. It's my brand called Artsyville Embellishments, and it's my foil adhesive. You'll definitely find it on the website. For anybody that's just tuned in, okay, we got a little fun giveaway tonight. I'm trying to make sure we have 25 shares of this video this evening, and if we have 25 shares, anybody that writes the word foil 25 in the feed is going to be entered into a drawing and is going to win some foil, okay? And I'm going to have at least 2 winners, okay? So when I'm done with this video, if you guys just rock this sharing thing, I mean like absolutely rock it, and we go over 25, we might have more winners, okay? So the more people that share it and the higher that number gets, the more people that are going to possibly win. So to enter, you guys write foil 25, and you'll go into a drawing tonight, and we'll have winners announced tomorrow. So, oh yes, okay, I don't want to scare you guys with my gallons. You know, anytime I'm working in my classroom or my studio, I've got gallons and 5s, okay? I got 5-gallon buckets, and I got gallon buckets because I go through a lot of product here. Debbie, we've hit 35. Okay, we're gonna have at least 3 winners. At least 3 winners. You guys are awesome. You guys totally rock. But the foil adhesive, okay, so I just scared the shit out of all of you guys that it comes in gallons. The foil adhesive comes in a little 4-ounce jar, a 10-ounce jar, and quarts. So there's a size that will work for almost any project, okay? And you can always gauge that you're gonna get close to, okay? Close to. It really depends on your surface you're working on and how absorbent it is or how it's not. That you're gonna get close to approximately 100 square feet per quart, okay? So that helps you give some math depending on how big your project is. If you're doing something where you're going to be needing 2 or 3 quarts, oh my God, the gallon's a better buy, okay, just because it's going to be a better buy. The other thing that we have to talk about with my foil adhesive, you guys, is really should not freeze, okay? And we're at a time right now where you guys got a lot of snow all over this country, and you guys are freezing, okay? Which means we can't ship to you at certain times, or we can ship to you guys for a little extra fee. We have insulated boxes so that we can ship year round, okay? So they're like almost like a cooler, okay? But coolers keep things hot or keeps things cold, so it allows us to be able to ship. And we even get like hand warmers, okay? And we stick them in the box so it creates some heat and that your adhesive does not freeze on the way. We try to fair warn everybody before this happens at this time of the year. But if we're needing, I mean, we've had clients that needed stuff and they needed it, and we just told them it had to go next day. It had to go in the special box with the hand warmers, okay? So there's a little bit more handling fee on it, but they get their product without it freezing, and we've had no problems. Now, I have had one of my clients tell me she thought hers had froze, okay? And she said it worked fine. But I don't want, I don't want you guys to get on a project needing your product to be perfect and have an issue, okay? So we do have to think about that. We have to think about that before we start shipping stuff out, okay? So we do look at weather conditions. Okay, I'm going to stencil one more thing. Okay, I think I missed something here, okay, but I'll catch all your guys' comments later. Okay, I'm going to do one more repeat, okay? This is one of my favorite stencils that I have, and I'm not going to do all 4 of these, okay, but there's a foil I want to show you guys that's really a cool foil. So I'm just going to do foil adhesive on just one of these, okay? And I'm anal, okay, and I want precision. I want that to be precise. So I'm going to go back to my stencil brush, okay, because I like it better than the roller, okay. The foam roller to me is okay for the crocodile, okay. If you have something that's not perfect, I don't think it's really going to matter. But a design like this, I might be able to see an imperfection way better, okay? So I don't want to have any imperfections. So on this one, I'm just doing this because I want to show you guys another foil that is called tie-dye. And tie-dye is really cool. It's multicolored, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck if you're looking for varied colors. They are awesome. Yes, Patricia, I sell these brushes, okay? They're on the website. If we don't have a link posted on this live, I'll make sure to post the link for you when we're done. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you guys can't see me right now. I've either got warmer in here, having a hot flash. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to be sweating here. I'm going to have to get a paper towel and wipe my face off, okay? This is ridiculous. Remind me, do not put on a pair of Uggs tomorrow, okay? Or to make sure that I look at what the temperature is in the afternoon, not just the morning. So, I mean, to give me a little benefit that I really thought I was dressing appropriately today, I went to the gym this morning at 6 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock it was so foggy I could barely see. I almost turned around and went home thinking, what in the hell was I even doing this for, okay? I don't like driving in fog. That scares me more than anything. And it was dark and foggy, and so I thought, oh my gosh, we're going to have another, overcast, cold, gloomy day. Oh, hell no, we didn't, okay? We had a beautiful day. And it's too hot for me to enjoy it. Tie-dye. No, you're going to like this tie-dye. It's not such 70s tie-dye, okay? But it's really cool stuff. Patricia, I am trying so hard, okay? Let me wipe the sweat off my face before I put the camera back on me. Whew. I am trying so hard to get my strength back, okay? I don't know if all of you guys know, but I've been sick for the last almost 2 years, okay? I have a condition called ulcerative colitis, and for whatever stinking reason, I happen to be the best drug-resistant person there is. I'm on 3 different medications. Actually, I'm on 4 right now, okay? Let's see. 3 or 4 different medications. I'm on 4 different medications right now, and none of it is working, okay? So I haven't been able to stay at the gym on a regular basis. I lost a lot of weight. I've lost a lot of strength. And I'm not telling you guys this to feel sorry for me. I feel blessed that, at least I'm doing pretty damn good, okay? there's new drugs coming out in 2018, my doctor told me, so hey, we've got options, okay? That's how I look at it. Until I run out of drug options, I'm gonna be okay. But I'm going back to the gym because nobody will let me do anything. They wouldn't let me water ski this year. They won't let me snow ski. Every time I say I want to go do something, my family tells me no, okay? So I'm trying to build my strength back and my muscle back so I can do something, which, you know, would be really cool. So, you know, y'all, if you're praying people, you know, you can just, you know, shout out a prayer to me that God's going to find a drug that works, okay? At some point in time, something's got to work for this. So that's why I'm at the gym. I'm not there to lose weight. If I lose another pound, I think all my clothes are going to fall off of me. So, and don't want what I got, you guys. It's not a good way to lose weight. Okay, so I'm going to grab a plastic bag here, okay? I love to recycle all my grocery bags. And this is just the place I want to put these tools so that nothing gets all ruined before I wash it. Or if I forget to find that, at least maybe tomorrow, it wouldn't be ruined, okay? I'm really bad about finishing my lives and going, oh my God, I'm done, and get out of here, and then forget to clean everything, okay? Okay, so let's move on to some fun stuff here. Okay, I've got some sticky stuff, so give me a second while I move some of these stencils and not have everything stuck together in this room, okay? Okay, let's go back to number 1, okay? Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate the prayers too. You guys are awesome tonight. Okay, so we're back to number 1, okay, and you can still see, okay? So I want you guys to realize that, you know, even though you're using something that is like drying clear, that you can still see that it normally will change the sheen of whatever surface you're on, okay? So that you can tell where it's at. Now I told you I wanted to use some fun colors. Scissors. Okay, let's get some tools here, okay? And I have steel blue, okay? This is steel blue. Sometimes it's just so much fun to go back there and just start grabbing some cool colors, okay? And Celeste blue, another blue color here. And let's cut some of that. And if you got really good scissors, okay, I try to make sure that nobody uses the foil scissors for other than foils, but I don't know, I think we need to buy a whole nother thing of foils again. Kiwi's the other one I'm using here, okay? And if you've got really good scissors, you can just start a little cut and just kind of glide right down, but somebody's used my foil scissors for something else, so they're not gliding as well as they used to. Okay, so I've got 3 fun colors here, okay? Oops, come back up here. And I just want to kind of play with these, okay? So let's put the camera back down and get this position where you guys can see this well, okay? So I'm right here. I think we can see that. And it's sticky. Okay, that's the other thing you guys have got to know. The foil adhesive never dries beyond a firm tack, okay? So this is sticky. It'll be sticky today, tomorrow, next week, next year. It's never going to dry beyond that. So you guys have got to make sure that if you have any exposed adhesive when you're done with your project, that's when you really are going to need to put some kind of protective coat over it because you'll have some stick there. Okay, so I'm going to lay my foil over the top, okay? So when you're doing your foils, you always have the pretty side facing up, okay, or facing you. The foil itself is on the back of here, okay? So the foil is on this side. This side here where we're seeing the color is just the, it's the plastic, and you're seeing the color come through, so that's what colors we're going to transfer. And yeah, don't you guys forget, write foil 25 if you want to be entered in the drawing tonight. Okay, so we've got a couple of ways that we can transfer, okay? We got hardcore scrubber brush, okay? and this is stiff, okay? I sell these brushes, I love them. Or you can try to see what you can find locally at your cleaning section of your store, or Home Depot, have some brushes, but I like the bristles on these particular ones. I like that they're not too long, okay? The length of them, and I like how stiff they are. They seem to scrub the best. But before I go hardcore and scrub like crazy, I'm just going to use my cloth, okay? And I'm hoping you guys can see. Can you see how you can see the pattern starting to attach, okay? You can see where it's touched. So you can tell how much is maybe starting to transfer, and what you want to do is look, okay? So I got a little tiny bit of color, so it's not grabbing too much with just the terry rag, okay? So I might go ahead and just use the scrub brush, and I'm not going to scrub everywhere because I want a little bit of color here and there, okay? I don't want it all this kiwi. So I'm going to be pretty sparing with the kiwi, and again, just kind of letting it kind of bounce and drag, I would say. So it's just picking up a tiny bit of color, okay? I don't want an overkill of this because, okay, kiwi's kind of bright. So can you guys see that, hopefully? Sometimes how things reflect, it's kind of crazy, okay? So I got a little bit of the kiwi down, and now I'm going to come in here and make this a little bit more subtle, okay? And I'm going to come in with the Celeste Blue. And again, I'm not using the brush with a lot of pressure. I'm just wanting that color to pick up randomly, okay? And get a little bit of hit and miss going here, okay? And the sample board that I'm on too also has texture, okay? So we've got, okay. My internet just told me it was reconnecting. Holy crap, I'm sure glad that did not drop. That would have made me very upset. Okay, so now I'm coming in with the steel, okay? The steel blue is soft, it's subtle, and hopefully it's gonna tie all this together, okay? So now I'm gonna get more aggressive, and I'm basically going to come back in and backfill whatever was left that there is adhesive. And hopefully this will kind of make things a little bit more subtle and kind of tie it all together. And now you get aggressive, okay? And get in here and try to make sure that I've got as much coverage as I want or as I need. And, you know, it's just fun to get in here and do this and make the multi-colors, okay? Now, the one thing I want to tell you guys, the smoother your surface, the more perfect your transfer will be, but I hate even using the word perfect, okay? The one thing with foils is what you got to embrace is nothing is perfect, okay? Let me put this next to me. Nothing's perfect with foils. Never, ever, ever are they perfect. There's so many imperfections with foils, and you have to embrace the fact that there is going to be something that goes wrong. There is going to be some kind of imperfection, and you need to know that before you start, because they're not going to give you a perfect release and make it look like leafing, okay? So that's just one thing you guys have got to understand, okay? So, you know, I started with a board that had a lot of texture, okay? This board, this sample here, this is my Divine finish that's not, I didn't finish off the last layer of it. And so the Divine has some texture to begin with. So the foils are never going to transfer perfectly, but it looks, I mean, they enhance each other, okay? It's not taking away, but I always want you guys to realize that you might not get a perfect transfer, okay? As I'm doing this tonight was just to show you guys foils and working with a stencil. And I want you to know on the 15th in my painting group, we're doing an in-depth foil tutorial. So if you think you're getting a lot of information tonight, just think how much more there is to really share with you guys, okay? So, oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay, I love those colors. So see how fun it is to incorporate multiple colors? keep moving this around because I want you guys to see how it's picking up the different colors in there. Okay, so that was Kiwi, Celestial Blue, and Steel Blue, okay? So let's see, what other samples do I got going here? Okay, let's try the random one. And let's see if I got enough coverage on there that we're gonna get some release, hopefully. But yeah, isn't that stunning? It's so much fun. And you know, the foils can be done on any surface pretty much. They're great on walls, they're great on furniture, cabinetry. You know, they're as durable as you put that last coat, okay? So just make sure that you protect them if you've got them on something that's going to be handled. Yeah, Chris, that's in my painting group, okay? So in my painting group, that is my membership group. I do 2 trainings a month at least in there, okay? And there's other little fun things that I try to do for the members of that group. But on the 15th, oh, I just did a no-no, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I just did. So Chris, on the 15th is the next scheduled training in that group. So if you join any time in the month of January, you will be included in that training and you'll get all the trainings that were done during the month. It's $37. I'll make sure I have the link, okay? So that's in the private painting group. So I want to show you guys what I just did, okay? This was stupid me, okay? This board is sticky, okay? And I rolled out the foil and it laid on top of that. So what did it do? Okay, it got stuck in it, okay? So make sure that when you are unrolling your foils, okay, and getting them ready to work with, that you don't have your sticky project around. When the foils get stuck into the adhesive, and I mean, that's the back side, okay? Meaning I didn't ruin anything, but this is plastic, so you're sticking plastic to adhesive, and it can almost, sometimes I've had it where it almost like deactivated the adhesive, where it just didn't want to transfer really good or really well, okay? What was the proper English, okay? I hope my mother's not watching, she's an English teacher. But it is, it can kind of deactivate it and make it where the foil doesn't want to stick really well, where someplace where the plastic got stuck to it. The $37 for my group is a monthly fee, okay? It's a recurring subscription. You can opt in and out as often as you want. So if you want to join and check it out for a month or 2 and you find it's not for you, you can cancel your membership. No contract or anything, okay? So it's limited commitment. You could try it for a month and check it out. Okay, so I'm going to just lay this over it, and I'm going to be aggressive because wherever I put that adhesive, I want it to transfer, okay? Okay, that was fun. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. Okay, I'm going to transfer this side too. Don't you love it? I still get tickled. I still get tickled pink when I see things come to life, okay? And this is truly what I was coming back here to do, okay? I had this idea and wanted to see how it was going to come out. So I'm going to just continue to position my foil around. And I'm looking for a piece of the foil that still has foil on it, okay? So anywhere where it starts to go clear and you can see through it, that means the foil is transferred and there's nothing left there to transfer anymore. So you have to keep finding a section of the foil where there is something to transfer, okay? I hope that makes sense. And that is how you can actually start to go through some linear footage of the foil, is that when you do stuff like this and you've got all these open little areas, sometimes it's hard to just isolate one little corner. This is the color here, Debbie, this is bronze, okay? So this is the bronze color. And I'm just going to keep scrubbing over a couple of times and see what we get here. And then as soon as I think I'm done, I'll lift this up and hopefully you guys will be able to see it really well. So, like I said, with this one, the this was stenciled with metallics first, Modern Masters before, and this is something I did a while back. So it only adhered to where I randomly pounced it, okay? So you want to be as organic as you possibly can with your pouncing, because you don't want to have any kind of distinctive shape that comes with it. So here we have metallic on metallic, you guys. Isn't that awesome? So just another way that you can layer and use your foils, okay? Fun, fun, fun. And, okay, so, oops, okay. We got so much sticky stuff back here, okay? I'm being a bad girl. I always tell all my students, keep your foils away from your sticky surface, okay? And I'm being a bad, bad student tonight. Okay, let's go for the crocodile, okay, and get the tie-dye out. So I don't know, you guys, if anybody has like joined us really late, but we're having a little contest tonight, or a little giveaway, I should say. It's not a contest, it's a giveaway. All I asked is for you guys to share this video, and if you shared and we got over 25 shares, then we're gonna have a giveaway. And I was told we had over 35 shares, so thumbs ups to you guys. That was awesome. And to enter the drawing, type foil 25 in this feed, okay? And we're gonna put your name into a drawing. We're gonna have at least 3 winners. And you know, depending on how well you guys rock that share number, we might even have more winners, okay? I always think it's a way to just show my appreciation if you guys are going to do something so special for me, to share my videos and get them out there so other people might find me. I'm going to reward you, okay? We're going to have some fun stuff going here. So type foil 25 if you want to be in that drawing, okay? So I'm cutting another piece of foil, and this is the tie-dye, and I thought the tie-dye would be so cool to use on the crocodile. So here's the tie-dye, okay, and this is the one that has some silver, so a little bit of gold, and some bronze colors. So if you're looking to create like a multicolored finish to begin with, tie-dye works really good where you don't have to buy even a whole bunch of foils, okay? But I gotta fair warn you guys, okay? The solid colors are the cheapest, okay? And my gosh, think, I'm probably going to quote myself wrong here. I think the 25-foot rolls in the solid colors are like $12.95, I think. 100-foot roll is like $27. Now you get into patterns, okay, this is considered a pattern, and this is not even available in a 25-foot roll. But we do have leopard, okay, so leopard is available in the 25-foot rolls, and I think these run $18.95 for the 25-foot rolls, but when you get into the 100-foot roll, okay, it's $63 for 100 feet, so that's 12 inches wide, 100 linear feet. So it's a lot of foil, but they do get more expensive. And then the next jump is if you've got a pattern hologram, okay, the holograms are a little bit more, only a couple bucks, but yeah, those pretty patterns and stuff like this, okay, gets up to be, you know, $63 a roll. But if you're buying 3 different colors, okay, at $27 a piece, that's more expensive than getting a multicolored tie-dye. So, yeah, it's not that bad after all. I love it when I do the math. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys back down here and let you see this one. Okay, so you can see that the crocodile print is there, and this one I stenciled with the foam roller, and I already got stuff, okay, because my workroom, I guess my table's not really clean back here, so I've already got stuff that got stuck in the adhesive, okay? So that is something that you guys have to be aware of, is to be careful that when your adhesive is just sitting on something, okay, you so let's say you roll out the adhesive 100% coverage on a drawer front. Okay, well that drawer front is so vulnerable until you protect it, okay? So you don't want to leave it somewhere where dust and dirt or anything could get stuck in it, okay? I always tell my clients, you know, if I'm doing any kind of foiling in their house, no animals can be in the room, okay? Otherwise we're going to have dog and cat hair. stuck in the wall, okay? So you got to make sure that you're thinking this out. When we do bigger projects, we would always normally adhesive the room the day before, allow it to dry overnight, and then come back and transfer foils the next day. So that room could have a whole lot of issues if somebody got in there and, you know, got something on the wall. Okay, so I've used my terry rag and I'm just rubbing, okay? And foils all transfer a little bit different. So how well it transfers is not equal and across the board to all foils. Hi Teresa, and Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody, okay? This has been a great start to 2018. I'm having way too much fun doing these videos. This is why I'm not getting anything done, okay? So to start with, you guys, okay, I'm just gonna rub, okay? I'm gonna rub on it, and I'm gonna go, okay, did I get enough transfer or not? So you can see how the foil is transferring to the surface, and you can see the foil, and you can tell how much is actually pulled off of those little openings. Now it's not 100% coverage. So if I'm looking for more coverage, I'm gonna let that foil fall back into place, and I'm gonna get my good old scrubber brush, and we're just gonna get more aggressive, okay? And we're gonna scrub, because the brush is always going to give you better coverage, okay? Always give you better coverage. So I'm gonna scrub, 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 scrub here. And let's see what we got now. Okay, so now you can start to see how my foil, how clear it is now. Okay, so more has transferred. We got a different, better application from getting a little bit more aggressive. We're never going to get 100%. Okay, I tell you, you just have to kind of get over that whole thing of perfection and making sure you have 100% coverage and embracing all your imperfections, okay? Because that's just what you have to learn to embrace with, oh my gosh, you guys, that is awesome. The reflection you guys have got there on the screen looks amazing. And again, we got all that multicolor, okay? We got this dark brown background. This would be, excuse my language here, but that would be a badass drawer front, okay? That's all I can say. That would be awesome on a piece of furniture. And like I said, I have one of my clients that's doing leopard, 100% coverage, leopard on a wall. I can't wait till she's done so we can post that picture. So fun stuff, you guys. There's just so much that you can do with it. So I hope that maybe some of you might kind of come join even the painting group and join our tutorial on the 15th. I got a feeling that it's going to probably go at least an hour or two, okay? And even if you can't make it on the 15th, that room always has the videos posted all month long, okay? So whatever you can't make, you know, if you can't make a live, you don't worry about it. You can always watch it later. And then the other thing I want you guys to know, when you're in my painting group, any of the videos that were posted while you were in the group, you actually get the PDF of those and the links that you'll keep forever. So don't think you only get to see them for a little while, okay? So they are yours. Okay, you guys, this is awesome. And you know what? I have definitely some inspiration for something else I'm going to be working on, okay? And, ooh, this is really cool. So, how much fun, you guys. So, you guys, make sure that if you want me to go live tomorrow and do a question and answer, I need some questions, okay? You guys are going to have to go over to the post on my page and write some questions, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to have no content to talk about. So, I mean, I could probably come up with something on my own, but I really wanted to have more of, you know, interaction with you guys and helping you along with whatever you were working on and you had questions. And like I said, if you ask questions ahead of time, I can be prepared. I can have some visual aids. We can have some more fun. It's going to be Friday night. So definitely, if you want me to go live tomorrow, I got to have at least a couple of questions to start with. Oh, Chris, you're breaking my heart even asking that darn question. Okay, I'm still looking for it. Chris, if you want to do fabric, and it's fabric that's never going to get washed, you can do it on fabric, okay? My adhesive will work, and there's more tricks to it, okay? There is way more tricks to it, but my adhesive is not going to go through the washer or a dryer, okay? So if you were doing something like you wanted a cornice box, or you're going to do a table runner and you're never going to wash the darn thing, you're okay with using my adhesive and my foils will work, okay? But we had a fabulous, absolutely fabulous foil adhesive that was textile foil adhesive, and they took it off the market, and I have yet to be able to replace it, okay? I'm still on the hunt. It's still on my list, okay? I have the old bottle sitting on my desk. It's been sitting there for a long time, but it's on my desk. I see it every day. Eventually, I'm going to find a replacement, okay? And I have been looking. So you're going to have to really kind of play outside the box and do some experimenting if you want to go to, okay, I'm sweating again, you guys. If you want to go to trying to do anything on fabric. So hopefully, because if you guys have noticed, I don't talk about fabric and foils anymore, and there's a reason, because I don't have anything to give you. There's no product to sell you. There's nothing even I can tell you to go buy, because I've tried everything on the market and nothing's working for me yet. So again, if I've missed your questions, you guys, I will be on here sometime later tonight. I'll type in some answers for you. I'll make sure I reply. If you want to be entered in my contest, okay, my contest, what did I say contest? My giveaway, okay? You're going to get to pick your color, okay? So I'm going to let you guys pick a color. It'll be your choice, and I'll have at least 3 winners, and we're going to announce those people tomorrow. And let's see, okay, I always write myself notes before I come on here, because once I get going, and I have a creative mind, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have creative minds, and sometimes it's hard to keep us focused, okay? I've taught for so many years. I'm pretty good at staying focused, but when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm kind of going all over the place. So I just want to make sure that I didn't forget anything, okay? And if I have, we'll follow it up later, but hopefully you guys will join my painting group. Would love to see you in there. It's a great community, and it's been wonderful. I've just been so honored to have so many people in it. And, oh, okay, I'm sure my daughter's probably going to kill me on this, okay? But I'm going to announce this. I'm announcing a little early. There's actually going to be a full-blown announcement on the 10th of this month. But I'm going to offer some personal one-on-one business coaching. And if anybody's interested, PM me, okay? Just send me a private message, email me, and we'll send you some information on it. And there'll be a post and information to follow up later this month, okay? So I thank you guys. I hope you've had fun. Oh, I gotta show this one again, okay? I'll make sure Ashley gets some pictures of this stuff so she can post some pictures later, even on the page, okay? How cool is that? Okay, so this one's just called tie-dye, okay? I'll make sure you guys know what colors and everything I used. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys for joining me. You guys always warm my heart. Feel so blessed that you hang out with me. And my daughter keeps telling me I shut my videos off too quick. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to pause, okay? So y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay? I'm not going to cut myself off too soon.